working in the post, but I have to say Johnson's doing a terrific job.
Fitz.
Good help side.
You can't stop that
hard
shot.
to stop her, yes.
8 for Rachel Fitz.
Good front by Johnson, good weak side help, but she still makes the basket.
Preseason MAC Player of the Year. Won the honor last year as a sophomore. And the walk was called point of emphasis this year, but that was an easy call.
That was. And it certainly has cleaned the game up. I like it. I like the emphasis on the hand checking. It's made for a much better game. The game flows better. Not a lot of stoppages for little ticky-tacky fouls. Officials have done a great job this year.
Marist 43-1 in their last 44 regular season MAC games. And part of the reason, obviously, is double figures each game for Rachel Fitz. She's got 10 now. It's a 5-point lead for the Foxes. Haven't lost a home game in 15 consecutive games. Last time they lost was to Hartford. By the way, they'll play Hartford February 15th in Connecticut.
He's got Lowenthal back at the scorer's table. She needs to get back in this game. It's starting to slip away a little again.
Swatted out there. As the Foxes will come back with possession of the ball. Foxes lead it by 5, winning the MAC championship 3 consecutive years. We'll come back and take a look at some of those memories when we return after this.
Be whoever you want to be at ESPN U with friends.
Friends are cool.
And college sports.
Sports are cool.
Reach for the stars, 'cause you just might touch them. Together there's nothing we can't do.
The NCAA Sweet 16 just 2 short years ago.
They have set the gold standard for this league.
Marist continues to stroke the ball, 15 of 20 from the field at 75%, but the shot clock is dwindling. Biani can hit it from that range. And a good box out by Kaskin. Fairfield so far +3 in the rebounding wars today here in Poughkeepsie. Stags very good at rebounding, a +7 in MAC conference games. It's Johnson with it, the freshman they expect big things from, and Lowenthal will take that shot all day.
Yes, she will, and she got a nice little down screen off the flex offense, and she is hot today.
Joe Frager had taken her out for a respite. She has 13 in the ball game, and she's 6 of 11 from the field. The overthrow, and the Foxes give it back. 14 games in a row they've won, tied for 4th longest in the nation. A 35 conference game win streak, a MAC record, and then winning the 36 games here at the McCann Center. They haven't lost here at the McCann Center in over 3 years.
Wow. Tremendous.
In a MAC game.
Oh.
Lost to Hartford last year. They'll get the rematch with Hartford in mid-February. This is Groom. Kaskin really not a threat to shoot on the perimeter. And Flaherty seemed indecisive and then shot the ball.
And I think she was surprised that ball went in.
Foxes have turned it over 6 times. Stags 5 to 1-point game. Marist had gotten out to a 9-point lead earlier in this half. We're at the 2-minute mark. Vianney curled it. And Flaherty helps out on the glass.
And if this continues, that winning streak is going to be in jeopardy. They have met their match today.
Checked out by HeyMsBae. Lindsey Johnson comes back in for the Foxes. Duran will leave. It'll be an inbound for the Stags. Stags return home Sunday afternoon and play against Manhattan at Alumni Hall. Here's the open look for Groom. And another opportunity for Lauren Groom and company. Stags last year 22-9 in the MAC. They won 11-7, tied for 2nd. And that's where they start today, tied for 2nd with Canisius, 5 up and 2 down. Overthrow by Kaskin.
A rare turnover there by Kaskin. She leads them in minutes played and in assists.
Frager led them to a winning season last year for the first time in 7 years. Coached at Southern Connecticut State, Division II for a while. And Fitz rolls in another one off the block.
And that was too easy, Dean, and that was a result of no pressure on the ball. Good ball pressure can sometimes prevent passes like that, but it was easy to throw that ball into Fitz.
He usually gets the ball in great position. Had a dozen so far. Here's Groom from the baseline. That'll be Marist basketball. Last time the Foxes lost here at home, January 8th, 05. Lost to Canisius by 3. And Canisius is the only team to knock Marist off the perch over the last 5 years and win the MAC postseason. They did that 4 years ago.
Right, and they're having a very good year this year. So it's going to be a great tournament come March when all these teams go to Albany.
That's for sure. Here's Allensbach. And a rebound foul on Johnson. Tonight, ESPN U has 3 men's college basketball games. We'll come right back to Poughkeepsie. 7 Eastern as Canisius men take on Marist. 9 Eastern, Cleveland State takes on Youngstown State. 11 Eastern, San Francisco meets Santa Clara. Men's college basketball presented by the Home Depot as part of ESPN U Campus Connection Week. So a timeout call. Stags trail by 3 on the road. They got blown out here in Poughkeepsie last year by 30.
Yeah, here's the reason that Fairfield is staying in this game. Their senior leader, Lowenthal. She's shooting extremely well from the perimeter. And despite her stoic exterior, Coach Frager says she has an internal fire that burns like you wouldn't believe during the course of a game.
She's been around a long time. 106th career start today. 2-time second-team All-MAC player, preseason first-team pick this year.
She is quite a competitor.
Desiree Pina has checked in again, number 21. Lowenthal got checked by Gang.
And again, she gained an advantage, that little down screen off the flex offense, and got Gang up in the air and took advantage. Tough matchup for Gang.
Most of Lowenthal's points have come 13 to 15 feet from the bucket today.
Yes, they have.
Lowenthal on the year has made 65% of free throw attempts. A native of Riverside, New Jersey. Majoring in business management at Fairfield, one of the top academic schools in the East. So Lowenthal with 14 points. Her season high is 23. She's had 3 double-doubles. If she can continue to hit the outside shot, they'll stick in this ballgame.
Good substitution here to bring Johnson back in. Good defender on Fitz. I would think that's where the Marist team wants to go to end this half, is get the ball in her hands.
Lowenthal leads with the 15 points. Down to the final 12 seconds. Marist in a 1-point lead. Vianney switching for Fitz, hacked in the act. Taryn Johnson got her, and Fitz, who's almost automatic at the free throw line, shoots 2.
If young players are watching her at the free throw line, she's a great player to emulate. Very simple routine. She finds the basket and shoots it, and a nice high follow through. I love her free throw shooting routine.
13 today for Fitz, 81% striped shooter. MAC Rookie of the Year, her freshman year. Only got better sophomore year. She was named the Player of the Year. Rattled out on the second
one. And I jinxed her.
Final couple seconds. Will Caskin get it off now? Foxes by a deuce at home. Fairfield. Bindu Lowenthal leads the way with 15. Rachel Fitz with 13. Our halftime score, Marist 37, Fairfield 35. We'll be back with our ESPN U halftime report after this.
MAC Championships All-Session Pass, $104. T-shirt, hat, and foam finger, $50. Hot dog and soda, $8. Your team going dancing, priceless. The 2009 Citizens Bank MAC Basketball Championships, March 5th through 9th at the Times Union Center. Tickets on sale now. MAC Madness. The tradition continues.
Rock bottom, and when Lynn Milligan called on her team to stick together and keep working hard. They responded with 4 wins in a row. So nice job there by the Rider Broncs.
You know, Marist is a great public relations arm for the MAC. And look at the dominance, because they are ranked number 20 in the AP poll this week. And then you look statistically, free throw shooting, that's what wins ball games. Field goal percent defense. Brian Georges is a disciple of defense.
Yes, he is. And all those stats you see there, they lead the MAC in as well. So, again, a complete dominance, and they've set the gold standard for this league. Everyone's chasing them. But if you ask Coach Georges, he would rather have the bullseye on his back than chasing someone else.
And when we come back, we're going to introduce you to 6 players you need to know about on ESPN U Campus Connection Week. We'll have a feature on that when we return after this.
Everything worth listening to is now on Sirius XM. 69 commercial-free music channels. The most talk, news, and entertainment. Every major sport. New programming, new choices, new prices. Over 130 channels. Add the best of Sirius to your XM subscription, or the best of XM to your Sirius subscription free for 3 months. Hear what over 35 million listeners can't get enough of. Sirius XM.
Imagine eliminating your monthly phone bill forever. How much?
And that was one of the keys to the game, so that they make those perimeter shots.
Bindu Lowenthal leading the way with 15 points, and her game was basically outside in the first 20 minutes. And Rachel Fitz, our other star watch person, hitting an outside jumper right there, but she's also looked good on the block at times.
She has. She's done it inside and out for Marist today.
There you see the halftime numbers. They are brought to you by, in the second half, we have the Foxes putting an 8-0 conference record on the line today in a 14-game unbeaten streak, and Fairfield's giving him a lot here to handle. Pina was triple teamed. Kaskin will fill the lane.
Great look by Pina and a great cut by Kaskin.
So the Stags tie it up at 37. First of 2 meetings between Marist and Fairfield. They'll play at the on-campus arena in February over in Fairfield, Connecticut. Here's Fitz on the outside.
We have Guillen back in with her 2 fouls guarding Fitz here in the second half. Again, it'll be an interesting matchup to follow throughout the course of this game.
Stags had 4 players with 3 rebounds each, so good distribution there. Pina wears number 21, joined in the backcourt with Kaskin, Groom, Lowenthal, and Guillen. And it came out to Groom, 1 of 7 from the field in the first half. A new opportunity. Pina using window. Ton of offensive rebounds in the first half of the Stags. 10 of their 18 were on the O boards.
And Fairfield just outworked Marist on that possession.
Stags take the lead for the first time in a long time. And now the Foxes find themselves down by 2. Vianney leaned in, drew the foul. Guillen had the 2 first half fouls, draws 1 there.
Here we see the work by the Fairfield team on the other end. There's 1 offensive rebound, 2, and then the great feed, and off the glass by Pina.
Let me correct that. Lowenthal picked up the personal, not Guillen, so Guillen still has the 2. And Vianney, 90% free throw shooter, number 1 in the MAC. It's that way.
Not the most orthodox of releases, but it works, and that's all that matters.
You see the numbers on Vianney on a seasonal basis. Very good assist maker as well as an outside shooter. We didn't see that 3-pointer that we've seen in previous games.
They only took 3 3-pointers in the first half, the entire team.
We're tied at 39. 6 tied.